about the woman who stabbed her husband and then pushed
Hello,
him into the
we're
car?
back with some more Elena. So last time we got this little station, we got some info for us. Let's see what it is.
Ooh.
He's in interview too. Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Oh. Nice. It is. It's good. What was the word interview? I'm gonna this is interview one. Oh.
I didn't come to California to be a secretary.
Interview.
Do you think this would be too light for my complexion?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Oh,
We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrellson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
And you started talking.
She looked good in her green dress. Up close, she was a little older than I thought, but like I said, I only had a 24-hour pass.
oh wow.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrellson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
So you were defending Mrs. Terrellson's honor.
Yeah, something like that.
If your story doesn't check out, Jessup, we're hanging you out to dry.
Yeah, we're hanging you
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective.
Both were wrong.
Got a message for
Obviously didn't
you.
have to
Sighting of a
repeat it.
disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
So we're back to Hobo. What, we already were there and I wasn't able to do anything. Oh no, nice, it now throws itself up car. Car is all. Wow. Last time they didn't let me like speak other hobos. Let's go. Get in. Quick.
Three suspects in the can and one on the hook. Still no hard evidence on any of them.
Oh, it's close. Then here's the shot. Probably chase. We will have to chase someone else. Yeah. Let's just walk.
LAPD! We'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
I need you to stay copacetic. We need to hold out.
Oh yeah.
Down.
You want your rightful share?
Give me a gun.
Fight for it!
No.
Killing make you feel powerful.
Oh, can we? Whoa, Gramps, that's a move. Oh, that. Wow. Got him. Perfect.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny.
We'll find out from your personal effects. Stuart Ackerman. You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
Just fucking well. Good.
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it, see what you find.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack. Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Rich. Oh, nice. Roll gets strength.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin.
Only funny thing is that they always leave the clues. Oh.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Oh, that's where they get dropped off. Thanks. So we already know that he killed her. No questions asked. No, I already checked it. I don't see it again. Let's go. Once so many.
What's your beef with this guy, Phelps?
You want some?
Try that again, asshole.
Fast. Wait, what?
Hey, there's such a thing as soap, you know?
I'm out of here.
Maybe there's something else. Ja, čeliš.
That one got doctors here.
Okay, let's go back to Central Station.
That's the lemon wash whistle. That means pots and pans are lemon wash clean. It makes short work of dirt.
The husband has an alibi, no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession. We can charge the bum with murder. Watch where you're driving, you maniac!
Alright, I can connect the Central Station so we can start following. Okay, interrogating information. Nice. Very camera shake. Central Station. Wait.
We're going this way.
I could save all year and never afford that.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Bro,
Why
I
Mrs. Terrellson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
Okay.
You hate women, Ackerman?
More than you could ever imagine.
How much did you hate Mrs. Terrellson?
I ache to put my seed in them. Afterwards, I have no use for them.
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrellson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You're lying, Ackerman. There must be a reason. You could have killed her in the camp.
My reasons are my own. Can you disprove what I say? You do your worst. You're the willing tool of a despotic state designed to victimize the unfortunate.
Not a tool, man. Not a tool.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Terrellson will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
Hell yeah. Okay, so case closed. Clues found, souvenirs for clues and questions. Correct, 6014 only. So I guess I'll end this episode here. That's the case closed. I hope you like, don't forget to subscribe. And see you in next case, I guess. Bye.